Welcome everybody to Captain America Crypto. If you would, read that disclaimer. We're going to cover some Stronghold for those just interested in Stronghold. Stronghold is down 1% on the day, setting at price of 0.005123. Looking here at the 4-hour chart, we keep making lower highs and lower lows, getting rejected multiple times at the 7-day and the 30-day, pushing down each time. And recently, the more we push down, the more volume we pick up. So that's kind of bearish, if you ask me, on Stronghold. But I wanted to come and cover the charts with you on Stronghold. Let me cover this. As we can see on the chart, Stronghold is sitting at one of the most important levels right now on the chart. We've had weeks of selling pressure, and as you can see on the chart, price has finally reached a major support zone. And we're sitting at the bottom of that support zone. We pushed all the way down to the bottom of that support zone. You can see right here, we went all the way where I got that. There's a trend line right there, and we pushed all the way down to the bottom of that this support zone. And what happens next could determine the next major move for Stronghold. SHX. Because right now the chart is at a critical point. It's almost, I say, at a critical point. And we're going to talk about I want to bring the downtrend. If we zoom out on the 4-hour chart right here, we can see it's in a downtrend. You can see it with the structure. We're making lower highs, like I said. And continuing to make lower highs. Every time we get rejected at resistance, even at the 7-day and the 30-day, we get resistance. And like I said, we're slowly grinding down over time on the chart. And this price, as you can see, what I'm bringing to you, the price action shows that sellers have been in control of the market on Stronghold. But at some point, we're going to have to turn up. The market can't, the market don't go down forever, month after month, week after week, without us eventually seeing a relief rally, a bounce, you might say, And we're going to talk about the major support zone. Right now, SHX is sitting at a very important support zone, around 00510. And we're sitting at 0055134 right now. This area it's acted as a strong 4 before. And you can see every time the price has touched this region, buyers have stepped in, to start buying and defend it. And that's why this level matters so much. We got to hold this. And if it keeps holding, at some point the market could see a strong relief bounce. And if these levels break, the downside could open quickly, and we don't want that. We got resistance overhead, as you can see. If it bounces it from support, there are several, we got several resistance levels above us. The first resistance comes around 00540. And that's where we've struggled before, as you can see on the chart. That's where price has recently struggled time and time again. I mean, and that is a bigger resistance zone near 00590. So we're gonna need to see Bitcoin basically turn around and get some momentum and get up above certain levels, on Bitcoin and hold with momentum for this overall market with Stronghold to move up, or any other cryptos is what I'm saying. That that level lines up with the 30-day resistance, and and previous rejection areas. So if the bulls is going to flip this momentum back in their favor, they need to push price above those levels. If we can get buyers to come in and defend the support zone right here, in this green zone, and the momentum returns, SHX can move towards 00540. We could go all the way up to 00590 or 00600. And if that level breaks, we could even see more towards 0065 or even higher. It just depends on. I'm looking for some type of some true, but we got the economic data. The economic data come out today on I think it was jobless report, jobless unemployment rate or something. I didn't get a whole. I've been working, so I didn't get a chance to look at it. And if we don't get some type of relief rally in the market, I'm just going to bring it to you on both sides of the chart. You got bullish scenario, and we also I got to let you know about the bearish side. In case we continue on down. And what I'm talking about, if it loses the support at 00500, the structure of the chart changes, and that would mean, it would mean the support zone has failed. And when this major resistance, this support breaks price often, we're going to move down kind of probably quickly. And in this case, the next downside target, we could drop all the way to 00460. So if this selling pressure continues, because you can see down on the volume, as price, as the price is coming down, volume's increasing. So, and you look at the VIX, it's up today. It's really up. I thought it was up. I looked at it earlier, it was 20% up. But before I buy in, if it drops down, if you want to accumulate more Stronghold, be a good time. But it looks like to me that we're gonna fall down further. I'm just being straight up and truthful with you. It looks like we're going. One more good resistance push down. I do believe we could come through this. I want to take and put. Can I get the further note? Let me take these support and resistance levels off. Let's put the Verbatim gaps on it. Let's see what we have right here. We could push all the way down to right here, 0.04867 before. This is on the 4-hour chart. Before we get another push back up. Just look at the volume. It was ramping up on the selling, and then we had a little bit of buying to come in here when it come down to this support level. And now we got another sell-off. It went all the way back up in this resistance level right here. This is getting above the 7-day is really a problem. You push up and push all the way up to the 30, but that's only a wick. It hits this top trend line and gets rejected every time. But as you can see, we had good volume right here back on March 4th, day before yesterday. and we pushed all the way up, but but here we are, we're coming all the way back down again, so making a lower low. There you say, and that's a solid candle wick, right? I mean, a solid candle right there, coming all the way down to this support. A couple more times like that, we're going to push all the way through. And I don't know, we don't see nothing on the day. Like, that's all we got right here. That's all, basically that's what we got right there. Right back, I think that's where it was at. But I wanted to come and cover it to you. I know you probably done logged off now, but if you stayed for it, we did bounce down in this support week down into it. And this is on the 30-minute chart. But I'm telling you, it's gonna take some momentum to get above that 7-day. We need to push above. We need to get up between. We need to get above the 7-day and hold above 005583 and hold that. So we had some good volume to come in here on the 1 hour. But it's dropped right back off. But you can see these red candles here. We've pulled back. But I'm looking for us to come back. Let's see, 4-hour chart. I mean, we could do something like this, come and before getting back out and going back up, moving back up. So you can look for us to probably pull back down a little bit further, pick up some more support here on the 4-hour chart before going back up and retesting that 7-day. That's if we can get momentum to come in here in this market to turn around and change. If you like the content, subscribe to the channel, and we'll be back with another update on Stronghold tomorrow. God bless you, and have a good one.